Good afternoon, respected dignitaries, esteemed faculty members, dear cadets, and my fellow students. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this insightful session on Kochi Water Metro, a role model for smart cities in India. Today, we gather to explore a revolutionary initiative that is not just transforming urban transportation, but also setting a benchmark for sustainable and efficient mobility across the nation. The Kochi Water Metro stands as a shining example of how innovation, environmental responsibility, and smart planning can come together to redefine public transport. We are truly honored to have with us distinguished personalities who have contributed immensely to the maritime and administrative domains. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our chief guest, Mr. Sajan P. John, Chief Operating Officer, Water Metro Limited, whose leadership and vision have played a key role in shaping this remarkable project. A special, a special welcome to Director Sir Rear Admiral S.N. Alamanda Sir, whose exemplary service and guidance have been instrumental in nurturing maritime excellence. We are also privileged to have with us Captain Sujit Kumar Pathak Sir, Head of Department of School of Nautical Science, whose vast experience in maritime administration continues to inspire young professionals. And I would also like to warmly welcome Professor Dr. Rajeshwari Ma'am, Head of School of Maritime Management, whose academic leadership continues to guide us toward excellence. The Kochi Water Metro is not just a transport system. It is a vision of sustainability, innovation, and smart urban planning. It showcases how waterways can be efficiently utilized to reduce congestion and promote eco-friendly mobility. Now it is my proud privilege to invite our respected Director Sir, Rear Admiral S.N. Alamanda Sir, to address the gathering and share his valuable insight. Please, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I will not take much time. Respected chief guests and all our dignitaries present here and my dear students. When we have a special guest like this with this caliber, particularly on the water metros, I don't think it is appropriate for me to add any more words to this one. We would like to hear directly from you and welcome you, sir, and looking forward to hear from you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. It is my privilege to invite Captain Sujit Kumar Pathak, sir, to kindly introduce our chief guest to the gathering.
Yeah, good afternoon and good evening to all. Our respected Director, Sir, Rear Admiral S.N. Alamanda. On the behalf of IMA Kochi campus, I welcome our chief guest, Sri Sajan P. John, sir. He is the Chief Operating Officer, Kochi Water Metro. I also welcome Dr. Rajeshwari, who is the Head of Department, School of Maritime Management. Regarding Kochi Water Metro holds immense relevance in today's world, smart and sustainable urban transportation. The Kochi Water Metro is not just a transportation project, it is a visionary initiative that integrates maritime expertise with modern urban planning. It reflects how the inland waterways can be effectively utilized to create efficient, eco-friendly and future-ready transport system. As maritime professionals and aspiring officers, it is important for us to understand and appreciate such developments as they represent the expanding scope of our field beyond traditional shipping. It now gives me immense pleasure to introduce our esteemed chief guest for today, Mr. Sajan B. John, Chief Operating Officer of Kochi Water Metro. Mr. John has been instrumental in planning, execution, and operational success of Kochi Water Metro project, which is widely recognized as India's first integrated water-based metro system. His leadership has contributed significantly to promoting sustainable urban mobility and reducing the environmental impact of transportation. Under his guidance, the project has emerged as a model for smart city initiatives, not only in India, but also as an inspiration for similar developments globally. With his vast experience and visionary approach, we are truly fortunate to have him today. And the topic which we have selected is Kochi Water Metro, and it stands as a role model for other smart cities. So before coming here, we were discussing with sir also, okay, what about the other cities? So I think sir will highlight more on this. So we welcome you, sir, for this.
Actually, I was stuck up with another meeting in Movatupuzha. So it took so long to reach there. That is, I beg your pardon for making you wait. Sorry. Talking about Kochi Water Metro, can you go to the first slide? Yeah. This is Kochi, right? What do you observe? All of congestion. This is not only about Kochi, but most of India's cities are like this. Even though the city, as it is a very beautiful city. When you go into the road, this is the thing what we actually get into. So next please. It is in PowerPoint presentation. Okay, maybe something I just wanted to. Thing is that something is missing, I think. Anyway, okay, we'll see. Have you any of you identify this? Seeing it somewhere earlier. This was called Fisherman Army of Kerala, because in 2018, Kerala was hit by a very big flood. We can call it as a great flood of 2018. Great flood, because it was once in 1,000 years such big floods happen. 13 out of the 14 districts of Kochi in Kerala were hit by that great flood, and the people from the coastal areas, they carried boats on their shoulders to the uphills and saved a lot of lives. Why it happened? It is because of climate change, we understand. Maybe a few months back, the president of one of the dominant Western country, United States, I could say, he said this climate change is a hoax. Very unfortunate statement, I would say, because the president of a country in this era telling that climate change is a hoax is something we cannot digest, because we have gone through these floods. And next. And as early as 1987, world there was a commission by United Nations. It was called Brundtland Commission. They submitted a report on sustainability, because we identified the human. We have identified that for the future, there is sustainability is only the way we can progress there. So it was defined as humanity has the ability to make development sustainable, to ensure that it meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. This is the definition of sustainable development that was coined in this report. The report was called Our Common Future in 1987. The commission was established in 1982. Maybe many of you may not aware that one of the first world conferences happened in 1972. from there only the world actually had this sustainability as an issue, identified sustainability as an issue, and then from there on, the humanity, these kind of sustainable development and other things come into the common discussion of world conferences and other things. But if we see the words of Mahatma Gandhi, he said the world has enough for everyone's needs but not for everyone's greed. Mahatma Gandhi, we all know, he was assassinated in 1948, and much before that he was telling this to the world. We Indians were telling to the world, but world started understanding sustainable development and other things, the need for that in maybe somewhere in 80s and later on, maybe 70s and later on. Please, next one. So let us go to the background of this sustainability as an aspect. Maybe you might have gone through all these things. UN FCCC, climate change, that conferences happened in 1994. Then Kyoto Protocol came in 1997. Paris climate change conference happened in 2015. IMO in 2018 came out with a strategy for reduction of GHG emissions in ships and other things. These were the background on which this sustainable development that has come to the forefront of transport systems. Next one. So there was many things common in Gandhi's definition on the sustainability. I would say that word was not coined those times, but I would say sustainability in the eyes of Mahatma Gandhi as well as in the Common Future Report. This greed, climate change, GHG emissions, sustainability, we can relate all this, energy conservation, our common future, everything, we can relate. On the right side, if we see global energy end usage, actually industries use about 52% of global energy use. Transport carries 26% of energy use. If we see the emissions, this is almost in similar proportions. Transport is slightly less, 23%. Industry is slightly more than that. And every other activity, residential and commercial, is minor to that. So it's very important to address transport systems when it is coming to. That is why we are having all those IMO strategies, targets and everything for GHG emissions and other things. In fact, global shipping is only giving 3% of that pollution. But however, the shipping actually leads all the developments all the time. It leads in the development of sustainable systems. So taking a clue from that, we have in Kochi, actually we wanted to develop water transport and sustainable transport systems as a solution for the higher that whatever issues that the humanity is addressing. Next. Left side you see, if you understand from that figure, actually hundreds of cars carrying a few people and one bus is carrying the same number of people. The road congestion and other thing is addressed, right? Public transport system addresses this thing. That is why this, somebody has told this, a developed country is not a place where the poor have cars. It's where the rich use public transportation. This is a message we have to carry with us. That is my request to you. On the right hand side, can you identify that person? Yusuf Ali. Sri Yusuf Ali was traveling in Kochi metro. This is a very pleasant moment for us, because such a person is using the public transport, giving a message. It's not that every time he is using only public transport. He uses his private transport, even he uses helicopters and others. But he has given a message, very clear message. Next, please. So when we wanted to address solutions for these things, what we identified is for the transport issues of a city, any one of this, say metro train, we have a metro, we have city buses, boat services, feeder buses, taxis, everything. Individually, these are not addressing the real issues and not giving a real solution. That is why we wanted to have an integration of all the different systems. Integration in the sense it is physical integration as well as digital integration. In physical integration means the stations, say for example, on the right hand side it is a map of different modes of transport. I'm not going to explain too much, but I will just give an example of Vaitila. Vaitila, you all know Vaitila Hub, right? Vaitila Hub, there is a metro, there is a water metro, there is a major bus station, all coming together. Actually, there is a scope for a railway station as well, because rail line is very nearby. At present, there are no other place in India where at least these three kind of modes are existing in a single point, developing into a hub. So this is the physical integration I am talking about. So when we are bringing out the solutions, every place we wanted to place this water metro or the water transport system very close to other modes of transport. That is why in Fort Kochi or in Waipin or in say Ernakulam or South Chittoor, everywhere you see we have taken it very close to the bus stands or the metro stations that way. Next please. So this is the vision of Sustainable Mobility 4. Actually, this is a document taken from the World Bank. This is a global objectives, universal access in the sense equitable access. When we talk about equitable access, actually, say you might know that disabled people, if you say the statistics of the people, it's only 3% of the population as per the official statistics. But we know, maybe your parents or grandparents, anybody at home, everybody, including us, when we age us, actually we develop some kind of disability. So every aged person may be having some kind of disability, maybe slightly less hearing, or they may have some vision issues and other things. So that kind of even mobility issues might be there. So if you take that aged people also into this, more than 16% of our population is having some kind of disability. So giving access to them, now it has become a right under the law for them. So we have to include them also. That is what equitable access means. I will explain how it is achieved later. Then efficiency, need not say much about efficiency. Safety, efficiency and safety were long forgotten in water transport system. Inland water transport system are long forgotten. So we have taken it into forefront. Then green initiative. Green initiative, the right side will explain you where we wanted to position ourselves. I say it's a life cycle GST emission versus different kind of solutions. First one is gasoline and biofuels, you can see. If you see that the fourth one, battery EV with renewable electricity, that is having the lowest life cycle GST with available technologies. I'm talking about available technologies. So we wanted to position it there. That is how Water Metro has come into an electric solution with targets of using 100% from renewable energy. Next, please. This will come later. Next. So you must have learned these power curves and all, have you? This is about the ships, power curves. See, power versus speed. How it changes? When the speed increases, power increases is not proportional, it increases. Correct? So this is an important measurement actually in the design of this thing, because if you want to have very high power, very high speed, then your power requirement is much higher. So we had to have a compromise in between. So we aligned it somewhere between say 8 to 10 knot speed. You cannot reduce the speed also, because if you reduce the speed of the systems, then comparing to other modes of transport, everybody you also want to reach from point A to point B in minimum time possible. So speed is a criteria in modern transport system. And that is one of the reasons why water transport systems has gone down in India. So that is identified. So we wanted to give maximum speed, but there is a limitation in speeds. And right side is shift speed versus total resistance. This power is actually proportional to resistance, right? When resistance increases, you need more power to overcome that resistance. And what are the different components? One is a viscous resistance. Next is a wave making resistance. Then, of course, air resistance is minor. All these add up, you get total resistance. So how to contain the resistance or to minimize the power? Only thing is that we can control the wave making resistance. If you control the wave making resistance, then your net power will come down, and that is how we went for a catamaran where there are some proportions. When in the hull there is a ratio, length by breadth ratio is there. With that you can achieve some kind of lower resistance, wave making resistance, because if it creates less wave, then it is less power wasted in wave making. That is all. That video is coming? No, I think video is missing. I wanted to show you some videos where actually, have you seen Nehru Trophy, that Chundan Ballam? Anybody seen that? You know about that, no? In Alapi, there is every year there is a Nehru Trophy boat race happening. We use that snake boats. These snake boats achieves almost 10 knot speed, right? This in the 10 knot speed also, if you watch, maybe in YouTube it is available. I just wanted to show you, but it's not coming. If you see in the videos, you can see that the wave making is very less, but it is followed with power boats and all to assist them. These boats might be making much higher waves because of that linear structure of that Chundan Vallam. That is how it is achieving. That is how traditionally we knew all these things, but we fail to apply in modern designs. That is how we wanted to take it to the water metro. If you see the boat, it is made of a catamaran design where it is a long hull, two long hulls, lean hulls, and it creates almost nil waves when it is about 8 knot speed, almost nil waves. That is a power requirement has reduced very much. That is one of the innovations that water metro has brought in. Next. I just wanted to come to batteries. This is a comparison. You might be knowing about different kind of batteries, right? LCO means lithium cobalt oxide. NMC means nickel manganese cobalt. LMO lithium manganese oxide. LFP means lithium iron phosphate. LTO means lithium titanate oxide. We had a comparison of all these kind of different technologies available for the different chemistries available for the batteries of the system, and we zeroed into LTO. LTO, what is actually it shows different axes, shows this thing. Safety is maximum, performance is maximum, specific power is a little less, but lifespan is very high. So other things are not comparable. We have gone for LTO batteries. These batteries will stay for a long time. There is another reason why we went to this lithium titanate oxide, because the earlier side. Can you go back to two slides? Yeah, here. Here is a comparison. See, suppose 8 to 10 knots for a boat of similar kind, what we are having, similar size, what we are carrying for the water metro, the power requirement is around 80 kilowatt. Normal boats available in the market and other things earlier, which was in use. So that means 12 hours, how much energy might be required? More than 1 megawatt energy is required for carrying this boat. 1 megawatt of battery means available energy for 1 megawatt of battery requirement might be about 1.5 megawatt. This is almost an impossible solution, because 1.5 megawatt battery, if you want to carry in a small boats, it will carry only battery and no passengers. So that much heavy it is. So that was one of the reasons why these battery boats were not coming in anywhere in the world. It was not developed. When water metro designs, we started designing that water metro, we went to many of the European countries also. There were no models we can emulate from that where we can adapt. So we had to start from scratch. So what solution we bought it for this is actually we kept battery only for 1 hour operation. Means 1/12 of this battery is only required now. But there is a problem that normally battery charging takes a lot of time. So if it is for 1 hour, after 1 hour the battery is depleted, you want to charge it back, then there is a problem. That much time you cannot wait. So we wanted to charge it in, say, 10 to 15 minutes time. 15 minutes is a reasonable time, because people alight the boat, then board the boat. By the time 15 minutes, charging is a right solution. Problem is charging such with that much speed, normal other batteries cannot take. So LTO battery is capable of taking this much. Maybe I don't know whether you are aware, it is in the C rating. It is described in C rating. The normal batteries you have in your inverters and at home, inverters, that is normally C20 batteries, means 20 hours is required to charge. There are C10 batteries also normally used. It takes around 10 hours to charge from say 25-30 percentage to full. This much we cannot take, but the rating of these LTO batteries are 10C, means almost 100 times faster you can charge. That is why we arrived on that particular kind of solution for that. So these are the batteries. Next. These are the chargers. Actually, these we use 150 kilowatt into two chargers. These were the highest capacity chargers so far made in India. Now we are still upgrading. We will go to 240 kilowatt. Even that will be the highest capacity chargers in India so far. Next. So in short, actually, Water Metro, we have divided the total operation in 76 route kilometers into 15 different routes, and we target to carry around 34,000 passengers daily. So far, we have achieved only 35% of the total project. But our daily ridership is around 7,500. Sometimes it goes up to say 12,000, 15,000 also. Next, please. These are the different components of Water Metro. I am not explaining much. Already it is too late. People started sleeping. Next. So what we achieved is carbon footprint. Next. Yeah, this is important. Our preliminary calculations for 8 knot speed was 64 kilowatt. We put a target of 38 kilowatt, and what is achieved is 34 kilowatt, one of the most efficient hulls ever made. That is a comment by, we had a test in Netherlands. Actually, I don't know whether you are aware, before making a ship, we have to do a model test. Means a ship's model, a replica is made, it is tested for different conditions and everything. This is a standard procedure we follow in shipbuilding. So in that test, that was carried out in Netherlands, world's best facility, and according to them, this is one of most efficient hulls ever made in this category. Then with 100% target from renewable energies, actually we are targeting around 22,800 metric tons of CO2 equivalent emissions per annum. By 35, we are targeting 45,000. With present deployment, actually, we are close to this. Next. Can you,
Connecting lives.
This is about a video
Miles,
of Water
the
Metro.
climate-friendly initiative of an integrated water transport system called Water Metro, conceived by the Government of Kerala, perfectly aligns with Honorable Prime Minister's vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat to serve Kochi city with 78 battery-powered hybrid electric boats. The unique Water Metro project will ride the waves of sustainable public transport over 76 route kilometers, connecting 38 state-of-art Water Metro terminals around Kochi to the city centre. It would be a major boost to trade, business and mobility of the islanders and improve their livelihood. Expecting a daily ridership of 34,000 passengers in the initial phase, the
Let's check. Okay, next. So that is what Water Metro is there. Now over almost 3 years operation we completed, and 6.5 million passengers we have carried starting from 25th April. Last week we had the 3rd anniversary. Next. So what is unique about water metro? Many of the systems, say passenger control system, I didn't explain, I think, because if you see major accidents of ferry accidents, I'm talking about ferry accidents around the world. More than 90% of the accidents, the reason was overcrowding. Even in Kerala, there were a few accidents. Everywhere, the main reason was that overcrowding. So we introduced a passenger control system where the people, it dynamically counts the people going into the boat and restrict it at the maximum capacity. Say 96 people means after 96% the gate automatically locks and nobody else can go in. This is actually first time in the world, we can say. Then disabled friendly jetties means any person on a wheelchair also can board the boat. That is the kind of design what we went into. Battery electric boats with the superchargers, these are the first time in India. That concept is first time in the integrated transport concept is first time in India. And Kochi Water Metro has the largest fleet of battery electric boats anywhere in the world so far, with 20 boats. Maybe in Europe, another system exists with around 7 boats. The closest rival. And on the right hand side, you see, actually India is having a 1078 kilometers of coastal area, and then 1620 kilometers of waterways, national waterways. Total to around 16,000 kilometers of waterways. So this is one of a solution that can be adapted in many of the cities with navigable waters. And we are doing feasibility study in 18 plus cities. 18 plus I said because 18 cities were awarded by National Waterways of India. We have almost completed. In our calculation, more than 40 cities can have similar systems. In Mumbai, we had a feasibility study already done, and a detailed project report is prepared by us in Mumbai. Mumbai is going in a big way. I think around 7,000 crores project they are planning. So that is the status now. We had many awards coming in our way. ITDP is an association based in California. We got honorable mention in 2026 as a climate-friendly water transport system. UN Habitat World Cities report comes every year. In 2024 report, Kochi Water Metro was featured as a case study. We had a special recognition from UATP, Hamburg, last year. Next. IMO has visited us. There is an award called GESIS. These are awards for the electric boats. Paris-based one of its kind. Kochi Water Metro won that thing. This year, actually, Kerala has projected Water Metro in the Republic Day Parade, featured in the Republic Day Parade. IMO team visited Kochi Water Metro. Next. There are other awards also. Next. So that is what Water Metro is. But still we believe miles to go. So if you have some doubts or anything, please, you can ask. Nothing. What is it? Actually, we can say it was a combined effort. We defined everything. Everything we have defined. But the final design was done by Kochi Shipyard. In the sense, what kind of batteries to be used, what should be the size of the boat, what kind of boat, what material to be used. We went for aluminium. All these things we finalized and then we specified. The final design was by Cochin Shipyard.
And sir, what is the depth of water required for navigation of this?
Actually, the draft is only 0.9 meter because here most of the areas we are plying through the national waterways. The national waterways has a standard depth of 2.5 meter they claim, but 2 meter is reasonably available. So according to that, we fixed it as 0.9 meter.
But here dredging is not required, no? Dredging is not required.
Normally, normal areas is not required, but some places, jetty pockets and all, this is required. It can go at a slower speed when it is coming to say 1.5 meter only, then some resistance is increased.
But dredger, we have a dredger for this.
We have engaged a dredging company for that initial dredging and all this.
But after 3 years, you
In
don't
3 years
require
or so, there might be some maintenance dredging required, but that also we are planning to outsource only, because maintaining a dredger doesn't make much of. It is like say what our argument is actually, this is the responsibility of the government. In fact, KSRTC cannot make the road and then maintain the road and operate. Government has to make the road and then KSRTC has to operate. That is the principle what we have to adopt.
And another question is, do we have any rescue system for these passengers?
Yeah, I forgot to, in the components actually, we have some boats which are emergency response boats. These are strategically positioned in, see, our plan is to position it to 4 locations so that any point can be reached within 10 minutes. Assistance required at any point, within 10 minutes it should reach. When I was talking about that feasibility study, 2 more cities included, Kollam and Alapi. So that feasibility study also we have done. This is very well possible, very much possible there.
What is the cost of one boat?
These boats were costing 8 crores.
Any more questions?
Actually, my intention to explain so much of technical things actually being the cadres, you must be into thinking about different technologies and other things, because we have IMO also has targets. 2050 targets are there, 70 targets are India also targets are there, emissions and other things. So actually for the IMO targets of alternate fuels and other things, the greatest problem now is actually nobody knows which fuel will go ahead.
So last and final, sir. Sir, why have you not gone for these solar boats? Because Aditya is already there. So what is the problem with that type of boat?
That I will explain our thinking. See, this boat, this is not a very big structure, right? On top of it, actually, area is available to accommodate almost 17 kilowatt of solar panels. This 1 kilowatt of solar panel give you, say, 3 kilowatt hour of energy a day, 3 to 3.5 kilowatt energy a day. So 17 means only you get around 50 kilowatt hour in a day. That is not sufficient for even 1 hour of operation. But there is another problem. Maybe we can think that, okay, that 1 hour we can do this. If we put the panels on top of this, your additional draft will be against that, the power, we calculate the power, and ultimately we arrived in a figure that these panels will ultimately give only 1.1 units of energy. So we wanted to offload that, and if you keep it in land, 1 kilowatt on-grid solar panels will give you almost 4.5 to 5 kilowatt energy. So we want to make it on shore, take it through the grid and charge. So that will be a much more efficient system than putting it on top.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So you must ask at least 1 or 2 technical questions. Have you, any of you traveled in water metro? Almost everyone? Otherwise, please visit. Maybe, sir, maybe one day we can take them. We can take them and explain on board. Okay, I have taken too much of time, I feel. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. Sir, you told us to visit Cochin Metro, Water Metro. Sir, I visited there in Fort Kochi, but seeing the crowd, it was so much that I avoided. So what you can do, sir,
that
in
is
Fort Kochi?
That is why I said maybe we can arrange one in between, some trips we can arrange, so that you all feel. Well, it should be like a, say, engineering students, and they go for industry visit and also understand the technology things and other things.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing such valuable insights and inspiring words. I take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Mr. Sajan P. John, for his valuable time and enlightening our address. I also extend sincere thanks to our director, sir, Rear Admiral S.L. Elementa, sir, Captain Sujit Kumar Pathak, sir, and Professor Dr. Rajeshwari, ma'am, for gracing the occasion. A special thanks to all faculty members, students, and most importantly, our support staff for their presence and participation. With this, we come to the end of today's session. Thank you everyone for your presence. Have a great evening ahead. I request everybody to rise up for National Anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे